Good morning. Right, good morning. Good morning, everybody. My screen is going flash glitch. So um, I hope you can all, when you come on, see that I'm here. I'm so pleased to be back at the 8 o'clock slot. Wednesday turned out to be a little bit challenge, but I think what is it's such a great lesson in many ways because it shows us that although we are embarking on new things or working towards goals or wanting to create more joy and happiness in our life does throw us curveballs, and the challenge is to not let what gets in our way stop us from continuing to progress and proceed forward. Things are going to come and test us when we want to make changes happen in our life. We want to incorporate new things. We are going to be forced to decide if the thing we're working towards is important enough for us to hold on to it. So when you get pulled away, just slowly bring yourself right back. And, sometimes you have to start again. And I know with this series that we're doing over 21 days, you might find that you've actually been able to stick every day and build on what I've shared with you. So from day one to what today's day 7, we're actually going to be completing our first third of the experience. And what that means is after today's session, you will have a complete unit of what's the word, skills or ideas that you can put together, design your way that you can have as your happiness routine. So that's quite nice to know that this piece will be a complete unit. And today, good morning. Who have we got with us this morning? Bright and early, Amanda, lovely to have you, and Donna. Cool. Yeah, Donna, morning. I have to recap yesterday because I had a meeting with my coach. Yes, I believe you did, but that's fine. Ideally, if you catch up, then you can, incorporate that incantation piece into your daily routine. So today is all about meditation. Now, I know meditation is a strange thing for a lot of people. Some people have explored it, some people have struggled with it, some people have taken one look at it and just gone, that's not for me, and walked away. And there's a lot of, I think, weight that comes with meditation, as in the perception we will have of it, the kinds of people that we have seen taking meditation on in a more public way, and sometimes that doesn't seem to feel as though it necessarily aligns with us and how we've been raised, and how we are running our world, our life. So today I'm going to do my very best to give you a way into meditation if you are not somebody who is a fan of it, and to just let you in on a few secrets with regards to my own journey in meditation, because the key and the magic in learning how to bring a form of meditation into your life is to bring you so close to yourself and to bring you to a really calm place where you can be still with you. Now, how fast paced is your world? Because I know mine is like 100 miles an hour. And I mean, it used to be a whole lot more busy than it is now. And when the idea of meditation was brought into my life and I attempted it, I was moving too fast to think that I could move to a slower state that meditation asked of me. And so it was really challenging. But something happened to me, was it, I can't even remember when it was. It was a couple of years ago. I was invited to design a pageant dress for Alana Stott, who was going to Vegas to present Scotland in the Mrs. World pageant. And it was a great, an exciting project to get involved in. And while I got to the point where the dress was made up and I had to put all these crystals on the dress to give it some sparkle. And it took me probably about 7 days to bead or get these Swarovski crystals onto the dress. And I had to sit there with a glue gun and a whole lot of tiny little implements and place one crystal on the dress at a time in its position and in its pattern and its design. And so I decided to put on some kind of meditation type music, some relaxing sort of music, so that it could just keep me focused, not distract me, but just kind of the music worked at the pace that I was working at on the dress. And what happened over those 7 days was unbelievable. I found myself being able to actually get into a calm and very, very peaceful place inside of myself. And so I believe that activity, which was not sitting still and doing nothing, but a very focused activity, was the thing that helped me break through and find a way to be still with um, a meditation. Except my meditation wasn't a guided one, because you get different types. Mine was more listening to this music, focusing on not very much thinking, rather focusing on what I was busy doing. So being very present in my activity. And I found a peace, and my breathing changed. Even now, as I talk about it, it's interesting. As I talk about it, I can really feel that feeling come over me again. And that's interesting because it will lead back to what we were talking about. Was it on day 3? I think it was, when we were talking about the mirroring and, reflecting on our. Oh, I've got to just look it up. Can anybody help me here? I'm the teacher. It was one of the things we were talking about, where we were talking about different states, where you can actually think back to a memory of the past, and we were writing up about how we wanted to change a feeling and create a new feeling. So as I'm talking to you now about that moment, that experience, I'm having a feeling that comes over me that's taking me right back to that place. So it's that kind of thing, Meditation is there for us to slow down and to become centered with ourselves. And that is the place where we can get a lot of answers and solutions to things that are challenging us, things that we are coming up against in everyday life. And it's actually a very enjoyable journey to embark on. But it's not about sitting down this morning after this call and you suddenly meditating. That's not what this is about. This is about exploring the idea of it and how could you create a meditation type environment. What I do at the moment in my meditation, and I'm sure you all have a practice if you're doing it. I know Donna is exploring meditation quite a bit at the moment. Morning, Claire. Um, uh, yeah, I'm going to read some of these a little bit later, but for me, what I do is I have some specific guided meditations that I have chosen. I've gone onto YouTube, I've typed certain topics in, and I have come across some meditations that I really, really like the wording to. And I tend to listen to it just before I go to bed at night. In fact, it's the thing that often puts me to sleep. So I've got it next to me on my phone, it will play out, and I will almost drift off to sleep while the words are being said to me. And then in the morning, I'll wake up and I'll listen to it again. And this is a whole different topic, and we can do a whole hour on this topic. But for me, that is focusing on working on sort of a deeper part of me. My subconscious mind as well is receiving a message when I'm doing that kind of guided meditation. So this will help you as well. When we're awake and we're busy and we're thinking, we're often in a state where we are controlling the way life works, our routine, and the way things happen. And when we slow down and we tap into our subconscious mind, what's going to happen is we're going to be working with an aspect of ourselves that will do whatever we tell it to do in a way. So whatever we feed it, it's going to take on. And the more we give to it in the same message, the more it's going to accept as the new way forward, and it will begin to direct your life in that way. So it's very exciting. So I have actually discovered a beautiful happiness meditation that I'm going to share with you guys. I'll put it in the link. Promise I'm not running away anywhere after this call. So I'll pop it in the link. It is very lovely. And of all the ones I came across, it felt really good. So I'm going to recommend it as a starting point. But what I do always suggest with this kind of thing is that you actually go and have a bit of a journey for yourself. Go and tap into your own creativity and do a little bit of your own research. We're all unique, and we should all seek to find something that speaks to us. So it's not just, I say this is the meditation you should listen to, so that's the only one you ever listen to. What I'm saying is take this one as a step one, see how it makes you feel, and then say, okay, let me explore others. Because if you listen to the one I'm going to share with you, what you're going to find is when that comes to an end, other options will pop up. So you'll have other options that you can immediately see, and have a little bit of an experiment. And guys, ladies, please also remember that, if you find one that really is amazing, share it. Share it with us here, or share it with me privately, and I'll happily share it with the rest of us in the group, because it's like different experiences for different people. You might help somebody find one that they might never have found otherwise. Now, from magic to meditation, does anybody have any questions at this stage? Because, this is quite a simple one. Again, this is open and shut. It's really about just experiencing it. So I'm going to leave the actual topic there at the moment, but what I really want to just touch on with you this morning is, this is the end of, as I said at the beginning, this is the end of the first week of our 21-day series, and it is the routine piece. So you now have a whole set of tools that you should be, could be, would like to be practicing every day now. So it's looking at all these 7 things we've done. Some of the things you've done the hard work now. You've actually decided on the gratitude piece, the 10 things you're going to say every day. So just keep doing that as we move through for the next 2 weeks. You've done some work on your thinking about the things you want to change, your mirroring conversation you're having in the mirror. Keep doing that every day. Decide when you're going to do these things and do them literally at the same time every day, because that will help you stay present with the activities. If you're going to do one thing at one time, something else at a different time, life's going to get in the way. You're going to say, these are too many things to squeeze into my life, and you're going to stumble. Now, unfortunately, Donna, and for some of us here, if you've missed a day, you run the risk of losing the flow. So what I'd suggest you do is catch up quite quick and then keep going, just keep going. But if at any point during these 21 days you stop doing your routine, what I would suggest is you actually print out a calendar piece of 21 days and cross off and actually start over and repeat your routine for 21 days. Because this is where the habit thing starts to sort of really creep in, and you will start feeling different and doing different things, thinking differently. And, this is what I'm really curious to start discovering from you guys as you use this routine. What are you starting to notice? Are you feeling lighter? Is there a shift in your view of yourself? And what does that mean, or what could that mean for you going forward? So I'd love it if you drop some notes in the chat. Or as I said, if you want to stay private, I'm absolutely happy with that. And as some of you are communicating with me one-on-one in Messenger, please feel free to do that, and I will respond. Yeah, that's really us for today. The meditation piece is going to be popped right into the comment section after our chat here. And yeah, just if anything today, if you have a moment now to just sit straight after this call, press play on the meditation and just feel it. Because you've worked well this week. You have been committed. You have been present every day. Even when I had to zigzag a bit, you've kind of managed to stick in with the flow. So I really respect you for that. And I think you're onto a really good thing. So what's also going to happen today is I'll be sending out the next email with your worksheet for the next 7 days. And that is where we're going to learn a little bit about our mind, how it works, while you continue to follow this routine that you've developed. So we're going to move into a place of learning over the next 7 days. I think you're going to love it. There's some really lovely topics that we're going to cover, and you'll be able to see all of that when the email comes to your inbox. So listen, just have a lovely day. Be still, be calm, be centered with yourself, and just know that we're all a work in progress. And this practice is going to really begin to take you on a lovely journey. And as you evolve, you will choose the practices that work the best for you. But for now, just stick with everything, give it a full 21 days, and then make your decisions after that. Right, so off you go. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, and we will begin with our, happy mind structure for the next 7 days. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining me. Bye for now.